Hello people, it's me Libloini and welcome back to Dominion 6. In this game we are playing the god of Xibalba, found in Minnesota, trying to sinkhole the world. Ha! Early summer in the year 1, so it's a little bit advanced now, and we have more messages now, so let's get on with it. First off, our lonely barcap super frog has found a magic site, the Rune of Water. Let's take a look. The Rune of Water is a magic site that boosts water with a range by... Oh wow, that's completely useless right now. Wow. But of course there was something. The game just skipped it for some reason when our backup with the hard to pronounce name was completely on its own under auto search. As always with Dominions, it's a hard time to know if it's on purpose that auto search isn't as effective as manually searching everything, or if it's an oversight. Well, our Svanut here hasn't found anything, so we can continue into Oman, where we, yes, finished a fortress, well, a palisade. We still have to upgrade it. Then Kolmogor. Spring Ferry has been sighted. Unrest drops down, growth goes up, luck goes up. So that's a lot. That's a really good event because now... Oh wait, our scale maximum is 2. But this doesn't change, but at least it's nice. Too bad growth maximum is also 1 for us, I guess. Or it's more likely... Oh, here must be a death site. But it's apparently not a disease-causing death site, because this guy would otherwise be in some bad trouble. So, strategical things. There was a battle in the Utter Deep, where we effortlessly crushed the defenders. Yeah, Xibalba, they have some hit points, low protection, and they can hit badly with their claws. But the attack skill is just average. So in other news... Oh, come on, fuck! My cat just brought another rat in. This neighborhood is going to the rats. And of course I can't prevent her from playing with the rat now until I'm finished. You know what? Fuck it, I'm pausing this and deal with the rat invasion. Until a second later, I guess. Fuck, where is pausing? Oh, here. Okay, fuck, crisis solved, rat is captured. And now I have to finish this turn fast so I can put the rat back where it belongs, into nature. I have to put it on my bike and bike 20 minutes into the nearby forest to make sure the little bugger doesn't find its way back. And then I have to write a message to our landlord, because this is the 3rd rat my cat captured this week. And one of them was eaten and messily smeared across my apartment. That's always a nice thing to come back. It's like you're living with a tiny little serial killer. But I already said I had a cat, so I guess that was redundant, sorry. Back to found Minnesota and other shit. Yeah, okay, we found the Rune of Water. Not exactly something we can use right now. There is one use case, but it's technically speaking of magic, so we got double fucked there. Then our sage didn't find anything, we got lost a cripple unit. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And our worm defeated the Shambler chief down there. His captain got growth +3. Spring Fairy, that's cute. Then Kolamogor. Unrest goes down. Hey, lots of Spring Fairies. That's more than one, that's nice. So... Oh, Asphodel is also there. Huh. But I'm guessing we're still not at war exactly. I'm guessing they want to go into the ocean. And Abizia wants to deal with Ermor, I've heard. That's of course shitty again. Do we risk another encounter in the deep sea? The Ichthys are of course completely useless. More importantly, what can we do? I guess I have to speak with the player of Asphodel, because just stopping now would be kind of stupid, since has spread perfectly vertically and is blocking us off. We don't really want to fight Asphodel, but if Asphodel is blocking my way across the ocean, we might come to blows. First some minor defense. The research is still ongoing here, but we still haven't unlocked anything important, so let's continue and hope for the best. Sorry. And then I'll start constructing for a third fortress here in Quedra. Too bad land fortresses can't be fed resources via the ocean, but at least it will be a place where I can recruit some mages if I have the time, and there's enough resources and recruitment points locally for a small defense force. Then we have Orman here. We want to upgrade Orman as fast as possible, especially since there is now our second temple. And then we did plan to send... Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, now I remember Voltan was here. And we wanted to... Yeah, okay, I get the second guard. Do we have some? Yeah. Sorry. We wanted to have an army ready to attack the nearby province. Only drawback is now, since this guy is not a backup, we can't use our stupid little flying missiles. Blessing, 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 blessing. We probably need another blesser. Just to keep up. So let's do it like this. These two guys will be our new attack force. Which then of course means we can gift this guy a couple of flying units. The marvel is enshittified, but the guy gets also his own personal bodyguard. And then we have this block of idiots attacking. Then we have this hold and fire. Spread out as far as possible. That's not much. Then our poison frogs will be carefully put into line formation, well, double formation. A solid block of infantry, far enough behind that our mages can bless them before they march onward. And then a line of victims. Let's take it like this. Our mages can get behind all this other shit. Ah yes, I'm starting to recruit lots of mages, I suppose. And now I have this basic attack formation of Hapikan and Holtan. Oh, Voltan. So, ready? Ready. 50 units, and hopefully I can deal with the horse-tribe cavalry. It seems our neighbors were nice enough to assume that this is our cap circle, and I don't want to persuade people to come looking. Can we strike that? Nope, we need 2 turns. To make sure the army stays together, I'll do this in 2 turns. Multiple turn movement is always a bit tricky. So I'm guessing Abysia is invading Ermor, since they can't walk underwater. We're trying to invade White Lake and we are building a new fortress here. And oh, still. Yeah, we might have to style this back and go to the level 2 mages. Not enough resources here? Perfect. But the recruitment can continue, and now I have money left over to build a proper fortress with some proper defenses. Because wall integrity 200 is awful. It should be 250, I think, but it's frogs. Not really expert architects, I guess. Funny thing, Palisades in earlier Dominions games had a wall integrity of 50. So yeah, let that sink in. We're waiting multiple turns for 50. Yeah. So, and the original fortresses had 250. So you wasted lots of time and money, and you got to the point where I just got. So to be fair, originally the initial fortresses were a lot cheaper. Dominion 6 not only made armies bigger and fortresses harder to destroy, it also made everything fucking expensive to compensate. So well, that's all we can do this turn. And fuck. Yeah, of course, I can't actually talk to Asphodel. We kind of have to hope that Asphodel didn't try to march into the same province as I just did. Or if it happens that my worm wins again. At least this time there is no god to punish us. Fuck. Wrong direction. Man, I'm stupid. At least I remembered my password. So, Neon Johnny is Eastern Orthodoxian guardian of things, has claimed the Crystal Throne. So, the throne claiming begins. The battle at White Lake. We managed to lose some more of our units, but we crushed those little buggers. Neat. Then there was a battle in Duvan, as I thought. A large block of infantry and some one mage destroyed the defenders of Ermor. And honestly, since Ermor is using his Dominion to kill everything really fast, it's probably for the best. Sure, Abysia will probably get a high death income if they manage to take Ermor's capital. But, yeah, that was a slaughter. But a lot of those provinces will be extremely shitty in terms of income and resources. Unexpected, more unrest. Numerous sharks. Oh, widespread panic due to sharks. Well, let's see. Bolon Yokte, our commander, is now a hero. Because he somehow survived everything I threw at him. And now we are here, Ermor is also in the water. That's kind of annoying. Of course, it's 60 units. That's probably a bit much. The only thing I'm hoping is that they're marching those units straight back to keep themselves up. Now we have here is militias and shamblers. Is there still a little bit air in? Yes. Found Minnesota gains more experience points, and holy fuck, I'm glad that I took affliction resistance, because all this regenerating can't be good for our god's health. Can take a look at our slaughter. Big Worm is ready to rumble, and our god powers himself up and then attacks. Yeah, that's not what I want. Yep, attack 20. So this guy will hit things with 2 attacks, poisonous attacks. That's painful. He's basically deleting 2 units per turn. So wonder they held out this far. Yeah. That's funny. Basically no one got away here. Everyone died. This should be possible again, I guess. So let's continue. We may regret this, but we need more territory, and okay, that's enough. That's just the basic commander here, holding the line. Can we get some useful units? Well, no, not those. The warriors are better. These guys, they're kind of irritating because they have nets, but that's all of it. Then here we can Chamblers, but those aren't good either. Then we have these guys here. Yeah, some of them are goodish, but protection 0 is bad. Then we have, yeah, those aren't good either. Better than nothing, I suppose. But ironically, our weird frogs are still the supreme overlord units here. Asphodel didn't attack us, luckily. Of course, we are still kind of in the building up phase. Now we can do some more site searching, because we need more magic. And hey, search for magic sites. Oh, did we lose our prophet at some point? Completely forgot that Bolon Yogte isn't our prophet. Oh yeah, I forgot I have an army ready here. Of course, now those assholes show up. Incredibly, they just waited for long enough that my army came out to play. Holy fucking shit. Now, are they building something here, or do they strike next turn? That's kind of fuck. At least our underwater campaign is going strongly. We are still magicking things up. I have to take into account that next turn I probably want to build a lab over here in Orman. Then our weirdos will have to move over there. Yeah, a lot of risky shit I'm doing here. Yeah, in the second year we have barely 11 provinces. It's kind of annoying because without those stupid knights, it would probably be an easy go. And the Baron cracks, and even this guy, it's kind of annoying, really. But since I don't really need this army right now, I need more scouts. Scouts. Yeah, okay, that's annoying. I probably have to talk with these guys here. Problematic is only I have work tomorrow. When this guy is playing, I'm not able to do anything, so I have to be careful here. I have to sit down and wait until my cat moves out of my way so I can watch the screen again. Hey, Ambush. I know, stupid red. So let's mark turn unfinished and exit. Sorry guys, but I have to talk to people now. And my cat is of course completely overdrawn at the memory bank here, thanks to finding so many rats to kill and play with. Oh, Amber, I would like to stop this now. Could I please watch? Thank you. So, Libluini out. As soon as I can see the screen and hit end recording. There. Hello people, it's me, Libluini, and welcome back to Fountain, Minnesota's attempt to conquer the universe as a god of frog and bat people. Yeah, that's Dominion 6 for you. So we are still in the last turn since I didn't finish it. But this turn is now almost over. And I did some reconnaissance. Talks with the player of Pyrene didn't happen because I realized a completely bad error on my part. See, these units here, those all-stripe cavalries, they are not the kind of light cavalry I totally assumed at first. So I went to an online source, the really good Dominion 6, how the fuck is it called in full? The Dominion 6 Mod Inspector. That's a resource I can just really recommend. In this case, it made me realize that these units are basically just cavalry. They have a short bow, of course, because they are like fantasy Mongols, but they also have lances with a charge bonus, and just enough defense to make them really hard to hit for the froggies. And because there are something like 60 to over 100 here, depending on how far off the scout report is, this means that we ram our army in there with its total of 64 units. And this means those units all die. Charge bonus will take out a large chunk of my 15 units. There will still be something like 20 to 30 left, and there's just no way we could win this. Maybe we are lucky and they get stuck in our line of poison frogs and then take horrific losses due to poison. But of course at that point our entire army would be dead, so it's not exactly worthwhile to do. So I have to take the loss here. I could attack Asphoto, but there are still something of not an enemy. So let's go back to the capital, because we can still use them, of course, underwater and against Ulm if Ulm gets too cheeky with us. So now the other news. Since I now had time to go back, I now know that this army, even if we can defeat it, we probably don't have to, because the player of Ermor went AI. So instead what we are doing is we are continue beating up in the independents down here in Mu, and Atlantean militias are bad and Shamblers also aren't good. So that should be good. The Darks, no idea. So we can continue underwater, or we can even try to get something off Ermor, because if Abysia is strong enough to take control of the capital, yeah, that's an open invitation for us. Too bad we don't have any scouts there. Do I have some scouts on the way at least? Oh fucking hell, apparently no. Well, okay. You are more important over here, because I have to see what is going on. Oh, there is my second scout here. Of course, I can only send him round about here. He has to take the same way, because if he's... Wait, if I send him into Ermor, he can't really be patrolled, because the army of Abysia will probably arrive there if I'm lucky. So let's risk it, just to get more information. Ermor has been really fast dying this time around. I guess sometimes even killing everyone doesn't really work out for you. And now this is a province with probably not much defense left on account of it being undead Ermor. And there are only around 50 undead units here. So even with the remaining mages, that's not a lot. If the AI is smart, which it probably isn't, we'll get our 60 units back into Ermor to make the siege at least a little bit serious. And since this army block is just small enough that we could destroy it, and since there is no living player where we have to think about not antagonizing, I'll risk it. Hopefully I don't miscalculate. But at least if something goes wrong, it's against Ermor, which is out of the game now. And Abysia will take on Ermor for me. So while it's of course bad for our expansion, at least I'm not wasting our army against those cavalry types. Baron Craigs, yeah, no thank you. Since the province isn't attached to my capital, I can keep that one for later. And if I have to, now I have actually an army to use underwater. So after those changes on the strategic level, we can go on to the next turn. Finally. Now we have to count down the second, where my cat is rolling on her side here on my desk and preparing to interrupt me, I'm guessing. At least it's not too late for her to go out, so no new rats. Ah shit, I still have to inform the landlord that we have rats here. And we're back. Oh, we finally found someone who has magic sites. There's a shitload of fucking things going on. Man, good that I have so many dumb scouts all over the place now. So first one, what did our backup find? Two different enchanted things, a tomb and a tower. The enchanted tomb gives us death gems, well, which is nice for our death mages, I suppose. So the enchanted tower instead gives us 1 earth per turn, so we are up to 2 earth and 2 death. We are still lagging behind in our water gem supply, of course. So what's next? Well, our fortress would probably be for the best, since it's harder to take away. And you guys can now... Yeah, no, you can side search, because... Oh, fuck, I already side searched. Well, no, it makes more sense to build the lab now, since it's only costing the turn of a 1-level mage instead of our big backup, which is someone who we want to keep on searching for new time. Yeah, you're cute, kitten, but I'm recording now. Man, I wish you could see this. So anyway, we're still recruiting mages now. And wow, we got one with level 4. If we put some boosters on, oh, that's a combat machine. We now have 1, 2, 3 possible casters out of the bat. The 2-level casters can of course turn themselves into 3-level casters underwater, but then they can't use Frosty the Snowman anymore. And the Baron cracks have been gone. Well, that's lucky for us, because that would have been an embarrassing loss. First dying to independence and then what is left being swept away by these assholes. So at least we still have an army now. I'll decide what I do with those later, just in case our friends from the west will come to visit us. So I'm giving some new troops around. Oh wait, these guys must be a different type of frog with spear. So now we have actually something like an army. So of course, since only the frogs are amphibian, our walking flying cruise missiles have to stay on land. A bit annoying. We could do some fun things with our flying bastards, of course. Yeah, sadly we can only get our frog people here, because all the bad people are only available in caves. So since we didn't start in caves, the only source of bad people is our capital, ironically enough. So for the near future we are kind of set in our ways. The only tiny amount of bad people I can get will have to use at some kind of emergency single-use archer, something like an anti-commander missile, so to speak. Of course, we now have a province where we have several different kinds of archers. The Horse Brothers, which are more expensive, but also harder to kill, or the really cheap archers, which are really easy to kill. At least the Horse Brothers can defend themselves if they're attacked. How many can I recruit? Okay. Since I've already started building the lab, Let's see, I'm building a third. Yeah, okay. That will still take some time. And oh, I spoiled myself. I survived. Armor didn't really do anything. And since Abysia can't go underwater, that's now the easiest fucking thing in the universe. Of course, there are also 190 undead over there. So this is one of those really weird decisions because the AI is fucking nuts. A normal human player wouldn't care about some random underwater province being lost while there's a war going on the surface. 70 units. Oh yeah, I should probably look at my messages. The first battle, the Abyssians won but took some losses. Nothing too serious here. Oh, those poor Xenocephalian warriors, of course. But I guess there were just some guys from a cave with lots of hit points and some protection to make it harder to kill them, and just enough moral to be annoying as fuck. And with 3 attacks, 2 of them melee, so they will be using those always if they get into melee. Kind of annoying to deal with. The lava warriors, however, all survived. The lava borns even more. Some of the salamanders died, but that's just salamanders. And on the other hand, the province defense of Elmo was completely obliterated. You can even take a look so you have a visual aid. Yeah, this is skeleton horses. They have a charge bonus, which makes them dangerous. And a lot of things that work to stop normal cavalry won't work on them, but since they're just a bunch of bones, they have 5 hit points. Skeleton horses are slightly sturdier, but same problem, low hit points. So, since you mostly get them by summoning them, if you have enough death camps, they're useful to have, but you have to remember, they're just walking skeletons, and any good hit will just turn them to dust. And in the time I spent talking, all those undead legionnaires turned to dust too. Well, that was one-sided. Then this army, Pirene, with emerald counts and 15 emerald knights and a huge block of crossbowmen. And there were a lot less horse-tribe cavalries, but still, 60 would have been awful for tiny frogs. Yeah, good attack skill, good defense skill, gigantic protection. Really, and they're getting blessed now. They even have ice and fire protection. So not enough to be relevant if magic starts happening. Those are indeed hobbit people. It looks like this, or just human-sized. From the graphics, hard to see. I'll take a guess they're about human-sized. Size 3. Seems reasonable. The spearmen are just good frontline troops. Have higher protection in our frontline troops. And magic resistance is fairly low. Well, about average, I would say. The protection could of course be a problem. But if they fight our frog people, they are fucked. The poisonous frog people, except I meant the sacred ones. Then we have crossbowmen. Yeah, they have crossbows, armor piercing. So even our more heavily armored guys will be dying like flies with a lot of those fire at the same time. Also nice to note, since our frogs don't have helmets, any bolt hitting them in the head will probably instantly kill them. They have dark vision, which means they can fight in caves, and mountain survival, which makes walking across mountains easier. At the very least, they have low protection. If we manage to get into melee range, we can just beat them up. But until then, that's, yeah, you can see the protection. Those guys can fire faster. Every time the crossbows land, it's hurting them. Now let's see, is the blessing adding something? Oh yes, the enchanted blood. Keep forgetting the shit. Yeah, that seems to be everything it does. Might be even the Emerald Knights have the resistance normally, not added by the bless. Enchanted Blood. Instantly, yes, of course. Any wounds will repair, so they have minor regen. And profused bleeding is instantly healed. And +1 magic resistance. So useful, but not exactly a game changer. Of course, if you put it at something like these units, especially the Mufflon, that makes them fairly hard to kill, especially with the insane protection. The only good point on our side is this shit does nothing against paralyzing poison. So after they get poisoned enough, they will just stop moving because of their encumbrance and take a nap. And then we just can poke them to death at our leisure, the Mufflons included. Of course, these guys don't have poison, they just have their slightly shitty stats. Yeah, this is even slightly better than my online source showed. The defense skill is 17 instead of 16. Oh, because of experience. That makes sense. And this is of course why they're also dangerous. They are undisciplined, so the AI will just randomly decide to either run forward or use short bows. And our army is vulnerable against archers and lancers to the face, so this would have been deeply unpleasant. Then the survivors stopped by these assholes. So I guess we did a good choice in invading a fate in an evil fate in an unwinnable war. And hey, at least the Independents managed to kill 5 spearmen. Then I'll be there attacking those we had. Then there was a second battle because Ulm tried its best. It came in with 7 Black Knights, and now we get to laugh because a large chunk of the crossbowmen died. None of the Emerald Knights, because Black Knights are fucking scary, but they can't be blessed. So I guess what happened is those guys fought out some kind of fucking duel. And because Destriers are slightly weaker than Mufflons, and because these guys don't have a super cool bless to protect themselves, they're slowly lost and then died in droves. I mean, we can take a look. But this is good news for us. Either this leads to outright war between those two, or it means that Pirene is now seeing Ulm as a possible weak target, since 7 Black Knights cost a lot, especially if they have heroic abilities from killing so much. What exactly do we have? Oh, move and attack quicker. Interesting. Probably just means that this unit will move faster than others. And they attack. And they crash right in. The charge bonus isn't enough against the super oppressively overpowered Mufflon Knights in emerald colors. So the killing is a bit unsightly here. And I feel kind of impressively nice and relieved that we didn't step into this mess, because Ulm is also a threat to us, and now Pirene slightly weakened itself to utterly weaken one of our potential enemies. This couldn't have gone better than if I had planned it to work out this way. So, and moo! We lost 2 more of our Obsidian warriors, which is bad, but we also utterly stomped those stupid Atlanteans. Our worm is still expanding for us, which is kind of absurd in a way, but, well, the last time I didn't take the retainer with those frog guys and paid immediately for it. Yes, a chest wound. Kind of impressive. And 4 affliction resistance, well, now it's 1. Wow, did we lose something? That's fuck. Because of our bless, we would normally have 4 affliction resistance, which is equivalent to an 80% chance to avoid afflictions. So we only had a 20% chance to get a chest round, so there's some fairly bad luck on our part. But I guess if you just roll enough, even 20% chances come up fairly often. Yeah, those guys ran immediately after taking some heavy hits. The militias, of course, were completely useless, and the Shamblers at least waited until the Shambler chief died, I think. So now we have a move. We also got Unrest in Daten, and more magic, and Daedra. More money for us, and luck. Famous circus. Huh. Oh yes, at least in Daten the magic is kind of useless. We don't even get it, I think, because there was the drain scale, maybe from Asphodel? No, Asphodel took super magic. Abysia also has magic, but something must have put it into drain scales for this to show up like this. Well, funny enough, not much to do here, except we have a new scout to send out. And this time you will go over there and take a look what our neighbors make there. Oh wait, we could send one over there, so I can keep looking across our borders and then send this new scout deeper. So, this chunky bastard is not moving here. Still building a lab. Yeah, I keep forgetting I already turned. We are in overtime now. So let's see. Yeah, that's probably too many Shamblers. Our boss isn't magic. The Faraway Sea is juicy now, but there is nothing worse than aggravating the stupidity of the AI, and I want to see this large block of units and mages dead before I do anything. I won't do anything like walking directly under the sea to attack me, as long as there's an army sitting on their capital. There will be several more battles before this issue is resolved one way or another. So this means we don't need to take the Faraway Sea now. Would be nice if we had some sort of underwater scout, but fuck, we're shit out of luck. I mean, I could recruit them again in our capital, but this doesn't help us because then we can't recruit as many mages, which hurts us a lot more. In fact, I can, now that I have soon a lab in another territory, go full backup and then add another mage every second turn. Because the PK mages are good for research, but immediately raining down frost on the enemy is incredibly good. So, never nope, we're shit out of luck. Our creepy assassin frogs with poison are also only available in the capital. Well shit, can we do something tricky? We have -2 because they cost... where the fuck do I see the recruitment cost? Oh wait, can't just hover over it. Man, I'm stupid. Yeah, let's see. We have 2. Well, fuck. If we had been lucky and it's something uneven like 3, I could have snuck in some of the 1 commander point major guys like the assassins, and then every 2 turns or something. Yeah, but 4 is just enough to fuck us over, especially since we don't have one of the awesome citadels of other people. We just have some basic fortresses and that's it. I think Ecos won't get any better than Fortress level 2, I suppose. Makes sense. I mean, sadly, I can't just construct more shit. I can only turn tier down what I already have. I could still make another profit, but not right now. We'll probably still wait a turn or 2 before I declare some random asshole to be the new prophet. So then we have these guys here. A huge kraken. Normally a problem, but it's not a threat to my worm, because my worm, while it will be hit very often, also has... The thing with krakens is they can attack a lot, but they have shitty attack skills. So even against our shitty defense skills, they won't hit too often, especially if they're just wrong. Our attack skill means we'll hit them fairly often with gigantic amounts of damage, So we have a good chance of actually surviving. And our affliction resistance is back up to 4. I guess something happened that rendered this down. Sometimes this game can be confusing, I guess. We'll be enormously weaker, but also there is nothing here, I think, that could attack us. Ammo is the only one who made it into the water so far. The other undead nations like Asphodel or Scaleria can do this too. But since the map isn't too big, the only one waiting here is probably Ammo again. So, too many shamblers. And this of course makes the decision for us. Anyway, 42 units, 5, 2, 15, 20, 25. Ah, fucking hell. Is there anything? That would be 5, 10, 20, 25. Hey, that's enough. Hey, okay, I don't need a fucker right now. So I guess you are the ones who go into the water now. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Fuck off. I have to gift those guys to another asshole to use with. Too bad, but we need the mage to... Oh, fuck me. We need the mage for blessing. The dart throwers, I think. The weapons of the former inhabitants of the cavernous realm, obsidian darts, are occasionally used as a complement to move infantry. The Atlanteans never used ranged weapons. I have no idea if this actually works. I think I've heard in some lore description that there are units who can use dart throwers underwater. No idea if these are part of this. But I guess since they're walking in front, they can at least take some heat off the other units. On the other hand, we also have the other cheap units underwater. So hey, why not reduce them further? I already have a big worm to help me out after all. But let's reduce this to the most useful shit and have them... Oh great, one army is too slow and others too big, but I guess I can have him do some side search underwater. Or not. He has... this is the big guy. This is the smaller guys. Water and earth. Yeah, okay, that's completely useless. It makes no sense to tear the army apart, so I guess I have to go the slow way. Ugh. Build lab, build fortress. The fortress is finished next turn. Perfect. And we have some money left over, so we can use the better availability of leadership to finally get something here. Like mages, for example. Keep forgetting my own plans. Dart throwers probably not. Well, our heavy infantry protection 14, attack 10, and our stupid frogs. Not that much difference. I guess the difference is 10 gold, 10 resources against 10 gold, 18 resources. So we can't recruit as many of those as we can our cheap froggies. But let's frog up. And those are 14. Hey, fairly cheap. Well, let's go. Oh, recruitment points. Recruitment points, of course. So let's get some froggies here and some archers. Since we don't have absolutely zero. That people don't count. I think I'm giving a moratorium. Let me reset this shit. First off, we need those guys. Then we need some flying Sots warriors. The ones with 2 resources have an obsidian club doing some nasty damage. And give us 3. And we need some basic infantry. Well, let's scale 3 from those. Should be gives us a nice chunk, and the dart throwers will not be seen anymore, since they will be replaced in the future by horse brokers. And underwater range units don't work at all, so we don't need to concern ourselves with this. This is our plan for the future. Our army will now go underwater as reinforcement, and to take a look at Quadra, where we are building a new fortress, since we also want to plonk down a lab and a temple there. Underwater, we'll go and invade the White Grave. Hopefully our big guy will come through again, because we're slowly reaching the point that doesn't make any sense anymore. I probably should shuffle his 23 research points back home at some point. But hey, as long as we can still expand. We are up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 provinces. Still not that big, and we're stretched out, but at least several of our neighbors can't go into the water at all, or only using tiny, expensive forces. And undead are terrifyingly shitty if they walk underwater, so they are not exactly a great threat. They can hurt us, but if they encounter our armies, they will probably get dumpstered if they don't have lots of mages to support them. So really, we're in a fairly good position strategically, as long as we can avoid having our capital taken away. So in this case, it's probably for the best that Ulm lost important units, while Pirene is now probably happy that they're getting the throne in Xibalba. And Ulm now has to decide: friends with those guys, or will they attack? I also have, of course, things like Asphodel running around. Still have no idea where exactly Asphodel's capital is. Is it here in the middle? Let's see. Anyway, that's it for now. We're making another high-risk attack under the water, and one of our armies is now rerouted to support our villain, and maybe gain some control of Morian territory. Because a lot of this is kind of politically unwise. For example, Duvan would be ideal to get the Whalewind Waters, but since this is the only province connection to this lake, this also means if we take this over, we're blocking the way for Abysia, which would make Abysia mad, and we would be at war. And I want lots of mages before we can cast ice magic before I'm trying this. So anyway, that's as much as I can talk about this turn, so let's end this. Libloide out.